This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, hi guys.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah,
Yeah, hi, good evening.
so yeah, good evening. So current this side for as an Okta trainer. So how's guys all the thing? Everybody is fine. So is there anybody else who is going to join this session? And Naushad, Sai, Kishore, Kamesh, Joshi. So these five guys are be there, correct?
Yeah, Karan. Some people they'll join. You can start it. No issues. They'll see the recording
Okay.
who hasn't joined. Okay.
Let's not show them that other things about that part. So could you please let me know what's all about you guys? Could you let me know what's your profile? Firstly, let me tell you my profile. It is to be like my name is Karan. I have like around 14 years of total IT background experience in the identity access management side. I do provide like corporate trainings, freelance training, doing support on that the identity access management side in the sector of healthcare, finance, banking and automobiles and oil industries. So I do work with lots of MNCs companies in my past and currently also working. So the thing it is to be like I do provide the trainings in the one of the identity access management tool. It is in Okta basically. So in Okta, like I do practice that the participants in the administrator level, professional level, or in the development level. So I do have certified in all Okta 3 certifications. So rest of the thing it is to be like we do plan accordingly or implement Okta for an organization, and the thing it is to be like in the trainings or the sessions regarding that the training and the support work or lots of other institutions. So we can train students or the participants from the beginner to that the expertise level. So within the time frame, whatever the things it is going to be required from my end, I can delivered my best on that the training sessions. Even I do provide them how you can gone through that the interview sessions, which is going to be planned by them. So I do support them on that areas and provided all the KB's articles, which is going to be required for the training purpose and for their career perspective. So as you know that it is to be that the Okta, one of the you can say the cloud identity management tool. So I hope you all are be here for this tool. So this is like my profile, and I am the part of that cybersecurity also, Microsoft. So could you please let me know about yourself a little bit so I can understand what exactly you guys and even you are the new guys or like you are like having some exposure on other areas of the tools in the identity access management side. So could you tell me please one by one? Anyone can start.
Hello, hi Karan. This side Amit. So I'm working as a architect level, cloud architect in the JOYATRES Technologies.
Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
My name is Amit. So I'm working as a JOYATRES Technologies as a cloud
Okay.
architect. So I'm
Okay. Cloud
looking at the
architect.
Okta.
Okay.
So people are saying the
Cloud
Okta is
art.
very
Yeah.
demanding.
Cloud architect. You are working on any Azure platform or like Google, IBM or what?
Yeah, I'm working the Azure now.
Okay. Okay. Azure platform. Okay. Fine.
Yes.
So you are okay. So you are like in the identity access management. Have you done in your architect side
No, 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 no.
in
Just it is.
Azure?
I'm just a beginner. Just okay. Just is
Okay. Fine.
so,
Okay.
so my question is that who can take this course and what is the prerequisites of this course?
Like I will take this course ahead with all of guys to be here. And one more thing, it is to be, there is not such any prerequisites is going to be required too much. So I will show you also what exactly it is going to be required from our end and what is not going to be required. Give me some sec because I am joining this call in between of my other sessions, and so that's why meanwhile I just required from one by you each everyone to just gone through with this profile so I can easily understand like which background you are basically belongs and what exactly your profile of what are working. So I can easily understand what level of I can start it with you. Okay. Anybody else who is going to tell me something about himself?
Hi, I'll go next. This is
Yeah, of
Chandrasekhar.
course. Yeah,
I
hi.
have 6 years of experience. I'm currently working as a senior support engineer on Azure, and
Okay.
I handle on the tickets on VM, storage, and connectivity regarding and Azure Active Directory. I have bit experience into the identity part. I have worked on the conditional access policy, restricting the
Mm-hmm.
user the location and the IP addresses. So, and also the PIM, privileged identity management. So yeah, this is
Correct,
about it.
correct. Yeah, I totally understand that part.
Hi, Karan. Myself, Noshad. I'm new to
Okay.
this
Hi,
cloud
Naushad.
architect. Yeah, hi.
Okay, no problem. No problem, Naushad, about that part. Everybody is over here is, I think, new, but somehow they are aligned with some of the technologies. Some are in the cloud, some are in the Azure platform. Okay, no problem. And anybody else?
Yeah, hi, this is Sai Kishore. I have 2+ years of
Uh,
experience in Windows VM and VMware administrator. Like,
okay, okay. Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah. Sorry for the disturbance. Yeah. Yeah, please go ahead, Naushad.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I just said I'm just new to this cloud architect.
Okay, 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 fine, fine. So who is left now? Kamesh, Shekhar,
Yes, this is Kamesh.
Sankesor.
Yes,
Yeah,
this
hi.
is
Hi,
Kamesh.
Kamesh.
I have
Yeah.
I worked in KPO for 4 years, and last year only I came to IT sector. I was
Mm-hmm.
working in application packaging and deployment for a year. So in the last February, I got relieved due to recession. They
Mm.
relieved me. So that's all about it. Nothing much.
Okay, okay, okay. No problem about that part. We can handle that thing also. Okay. So you are from the basically you had work on the KPO side, but again the thing it is to be like you started your career on this IT background and quite
Yes.
working ahead. Okay, no problem. We can work on it. And Sai Kishore is done or not?
there's no answer.
Yeah, Sai.
Yeah, I worked as Windows VMware administrator.
Okay, Windows VL. So you are basically from the Windows networking
VMware.
side. Okay. Okay. Who is left now? Shekhar is done. Singwell and Darshan. So you basically belong to the same area or same location or different locations?
I'm from Hyderabad.
So guys, you are not able to hear me?
Able to.
I can hear you properly. Anybody?
I think we
Yeah,
lost you for a while. Now we are able to
Okay,
hear you.
okay.
yeah.
Okay, fine,
I'm
fine,
able
fine.
to hear.
So just the thing it is to be like I am Smiley, are you there? Just make me the presenter so I can demonstrate them what exactly we are looking for and
Yeah,
what we are
given
going to.
Karan. Could you please check? Already given the presenter to you.
I think that is lost from. I had joined with my two IDs. One is Karan West and one is Karan. Just make a presenter to Karan.
Yeah, given just now.
Okay, fine. Thank you so much. So guys, are you able to see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, fine. That's cool. So the thing it is to be like first question. We can start first from first. Okay. What prerequisites we are going to require on that Okta side? So guys, like over here, Okta give us the like a chance for the 30 days of a free trial. Okay. So the thing it is to be there in this session, in this complete session, if you are going to join this session, so it is going to be up to like 20 hours maximum. Okay. We can do practicals and theoretical parts. It could be like practical, it is to be like 60-40 ratio, it is to be there. 60-40, 60 to be the practical and 40 to be the theoretical part. Majorly, I can cover most of the things inside the Okta, what exactly, how it is the Okta, how we can configure Okta, how we can implement Okta, how we can understand about the Active Directory part also, and we can touch down each and every product of an Okta. Like Okta having like multiple products, like 8 or 9 product Okta is having, like lifecycle management, multi-factor authentication, and other things like SSO, MFA, and lots of other things is to be there. So the implementation of the applications also. So we can touch down each and everything as you have my content. So I can share my content to you, or even you are having the content, you can check it over there. What we are going to cover up all the topics in our course wise. Okay, so even in the Okta, we can touch down what is exactly that the Okta, how it is going to be work, and how the Okta is going to be work in workforce identity. Okay, there are two things. Either one of the thing it is to be the Okta working as a customer, you can say customer identity, customer workforce identity, and one thing it is to be their workforce identity. In the workforce identity, Okta behaving like a to working on his product, and for the customer side it is going to be work on the customer centric only. Okay, so we can, I will tell you what exactly the difference is to be there. There are two different scenarios it is to be there, and the course curriculum of both the side it is to be totally different. Okay, in the, so over here we are talking about like Okta as a workforce identity. Over here we are talking about only with the users, how the users are going to be behaving, how the applications are going to behave, and how we can manage our Okta identities. Okay, so over here, one thing it is to be there in the first introduction part, introduction with the SSO and the Okta. Second phase is universal directory, what exactly the universal directory is to be there, and what all the directories are with there, like Windows Server, LDAP, and working of that thing also. How we can integrate those directory and how we can synchronize our users from these directory to our Okta tenant. Okay, so the group management is also comes under it. Then we can talk about that the application integrations. Application integration means how these our in our Okta dashboard side, how our dashboard is look like, and how we are going to configure those. You can say the on-prem application, you can say the cloud application, SaaS application, how we can interact those applications with the Okta platform. So we can integrate those applications with the help of such protocols. We can talk about SAML, we can talk about SWA, OpenID, OAuth Connect, and rest of other bookmark applications. Then we can go ahead and talk about that the rules and policies, how the rules and policies are defined in Okta, which comes over in the multi-factor authentication, single sign-on policy, group policy, admin policy, some other policies are with there. Then we can talk about architecture of the Okta. This fifth content it is to be we can cover in the first session. Basically, the most of the thing it is to be talk about the Okta, how the Okta is behaving. how the administration is going to be work in the Okta. And then we can talk about the API access management, how the application's API is going to connect in the Okta, how we can access them, what all are the configuration it is to be required, how our authentication server it is going to be work, how we can generate the token, how we can rectify the token, how we can troubleshoot the token. So we can talk about totally on that the API side. Okay, and over here in the seventh content, there is Okta end user support. So the end user support is like the primary role for an Okta engineer. Basically, once you guys have to be enroll or have a chance to work on any project, if you are a fresher or if you are going to go ahead to learn something or work on any of the Okta project, so you should be firstly go with that the operation part. Anybody can try to pull you in that the operations projects in the initial time, because in that the initial phase of in the career side, in the project side in the Okta, if you are not having any such experience, so the end user support will give you the complete picture how you can troubleshoot what exactly that the Okta is it. Okay, so accordingly the project side the operation work is comes in the picture in the end user support, like if a user having some problem in the SSO, so you can rectify them. So you are required to share some reporting part for the monitoring team, so you can do it. Okay, if something it is going to be happen on the MFA side, so you can work on it. If something is application onboarded side, so you can work on with the end user support side. So these are the some of the activities you can go ahead and work on the Okta end user support. And basically, the second thing it is troubleshooting. That is the complete similar to that the end user support. Everything you are doing in the end user support that comes in the troubleshooting. Troubleshooting with the SAML integration, OIDC policy management, and the API call related things are be there. And the last thing it is to be the labs. The labs, how we can define our lab, how we can work on the lab. Like as I told you, like 60-40 ratio it is to be there. So 60% where we can do some practical. So for that thing, some of the prerequisites, this is the prerequisites which we are going to required from your end. Basically, I required everybody having some their own laptop machine with internet connectivity. And the second thing on the software side, I required everybody having the account in the free trial of the Okta. Okay, this is quite easy. I will show you and we will work on each and every site how we can register itself for us. It is a 30 days trial, which is Okta gives us their dashboard to work and test our all the things which we are learning over here. So in the free trial, it will require some of that the requirements with your first name, last name, or work email. So the Okta gives you a chance to enter in his tenant. Okay, so we can work on these lab. And the second last thing as a software we required like virtual box. So we set up our environment, which is to be as a organization is setting their environment in the cloud. But we are not supposed to work on the cloud. It is like you have to be pay some cost over there to purchase such cloud. It is becoming quite costly for us, for all of guys. So we do one thing, we in our local machine, we can set up a virtual machine. Inside the virtual machine, we can create our own cloud, how the cloud is going to be behaving. Then we can implement all our Okta over there. Okay, Okta tenant over there, and we can work our applications over there. So this is all the things comes up in the lab side. Okay, so these all the things we can come up in the lab criteria. The requirements are very much nothing too much required. Everything I will show you what are these things. Laptop, Postman tool it is going to be required only for to the API part, and Azure it is going to be required somehow or not going to be required because it is majorly it is for that some of the application if we try to connect with the Okta with Azure already, then it is going to be required either not. And other thing, as I told you, like virtual machine and all, we required. And one more thing, we required one more software, which is Windows Server 2019 ISO file. Okay. So these file, it is going to be required to set up in virtual machine to running our lab. Okay. So in the Windows Server 2019, we can work on our Active Directory. We can create our own Active Directory our own users, and from there, this Active Directory we can integrate in the Okta platform. So that is the only thing we required. Majorly like 4 things we required, not too much. And last thing, it is to be like a alternative content site. It is to be like all the things as I told you. It's a all practical side. So whatever we can learn in all of the 6 or 5 content, we can work on rest of the things also. These all the things are be similar, not too much if you have this content. Okay. And one more thing, it is to be there. I will provide you some of that the questionnaires, so you can plan it out yourself for the interview level. What exactly the interviews on the Okta side it is to be in the market is rolling out, so you can learn them. And I will provide you some of the coursewares also regarding that part, like coursewares like documentation, some PPTs, some of that articles, so you can easily learn for your career or objective in the Okta platform. Okay, so this is how the first name, last name, you can register yourself in the Okta dashboard. So this work email, it is going to be required. No Gmail account is going to be required over here. So anybody having their work email, so it is fine. Either they don't have any work email, so I will provide them one of the my work email, my private work email, so they can test their lab over there. Okay, so this is all about that the Okta side over here we can learn about. Anything else you required? Any additional content if you're going to require, let me know so we can plan it out accordingly. Okay, and from your end, one of requirement it is comes to me like you required some lab videos to be published on social media side. So you all guys are going to be required, or some of guys is looking for that thing?
Yeah, it will be better if you can.
Yeah. The recorded session it is to be for all of you guys. It's a lifetime accessible for you guys. It is not a problem. But I think I think that one of your requirement it is to be like you required that the videos to be uploaded on the YouTube. So the thing it is to be like you can publish that videos if it is according to your requirement or something. So that is fine, but it is a like training purpose for yourself, not for others. So that access is going to be provided by Smiley to you. So you can learn after this session, in between the session, anytime if you are having some doubts in the session. So you have such access to do that thing. And one last thing, it is going to be required from your side. It is like any update regarding that the content level. If you specifically required that content, some topics you wanted to add, let me know. So I can plan my content according to your profile and what exactly your requirement. But the thing it is to be very much clear over here, this content it will brings to you from beginner to the administrator level of the role. So you can easily be grabbing or learn these things with this course content. Everything, whatever the things is going to be required. Any questions so far? Anybody? Hello. Hello. Is I am audible?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So anybody having some question or doubt regarding that the content or anything specific you required on that the training part, so we can plan it out accordingly. Okay.
Okay.
You can
Yeah.
ask me any question if you are having. Let me know. So far we are all good.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, no problem about that part. So thanks guys. Thanks for joining this session, the Okta demo session. So in the demo session, I will totally understand that part. In the demo session, I will only provide you whatever the content, how we are going to go ahead about our timelines and what all about that the prerequisites is going to be required. Okay, this all the things it is to be there. And let me do one thing. I will share my screen to one more time to show you one thing. So this is the first thing. Everybody should have an account over here. Other thing is like VirtualBox, which is going to be required. Okay, for making out Oracle VirtualBox, for making out our lab session. Okay, this is for our lab. We can download. And next thing is Windows Server 2019 ISO file. This file we required to aside in our virtual machine for building Active Directory over there inside our machine. Okay, so these three things we required, and one thing it is like your machine, your local machine. Okay, these four things. These four things is going to be required. Nothing else we are going to require for this session, for lab sessions. We are going to suppose to do some labs. Okay, theoretically, Okta having some all documentation in Okta website, but theoretically I will provide you my deck for learning purpose. But for the lab purpose, we require these three things. These all three things are free. You are not going to pay such thing. You can download it from the Google. That's it. Okay. Okay. So any doubts so far, or all is good? So we can wind up this session. Any doubt you are having? So let me know. Either we can good enough or go ahead and wind up this session.
Good enough. Good enough.
Okay, guys. Okay.
Hi.
Thank you, Nosat.
Hello.
Thank you all the team. Yes, yes. Yeah, tell me.
Sorry, I just now joined in and just looking for an application packaging and what does mean Okta? It seems to be new for me. Could you say what kind of is it application packaging or what kind
No,
of?
no, no. No, no, no. It's not such like application packaging. If you are new in this like forum, that is fine. But the thing is that Okta is one of the tool. Okay, we are talking over here about that the identity and access management. Okay, so in this identity and access management, this whole portfolio come across with some of the tools which is going to be done by some of the tools perspective. Okay, so Okta is one of the tool, the cloud-based tool over here. It's a cloud-based tool which is going to be provide or which is going to be implemented by the organization for managing our identities, for securing our identities, and protecting our identities from the rest of the all of the things which is come across any suspicious things, any things which is come across in our organization. So it will take care. So Okta is one of the tools which can provide you like in a global picture because every identity inside in the organization is kept inside in the Okta. So Okta will provide some securities boundaries over there with some of the activities, some of these products which the Okta having, like multi-factor authentication, like access management policies, and other related activities. Like if users are having, like identities are having their working scenario with their authenticities over to be required or authorization is going to be required. So these all the things has to be comes in that the Okta portfolio. So
Okay.
this Okta is the part of an identity and access management, where we are managing our identity and the access management. It is to be like first thing
Okay.
is authentication, then the authorization. Okay, so these two
Got it.
terminologies is based on this product. Okay,
Yep. Got it. Thank you. Thank you.
okay, no problem. So anybody having some other doubt, you can ask me, or either we are good enough to wind up this session. So no more questions. So we are good enough to close this session. Thank you, team. Thank you for
Thank you.
joining this session. Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you, Karan.
Thanks for your time. Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you so much. Yeah.